ब्रह्मचर्य व्रती दंडी सर्व वेदांत पंडित श्रीमद्विवेक योगी मां प्रचोदयतु सर्वदा. We have been talking about Jiva and Ishvara, and Swamiji used the example from Mundagopanishad of the two birds. One bird always absorbed in the absorption of the infinite, and the other, which is a reflection of that bird, always enjoying the fruits and sometimes getting bitter experiences, moving towards that other bird and finally merging with that. Then we move on to the next Indian idea. We said Satyam Param Dhimahi in our earlier talks. What is the aim of human life? Aim of human life, according to our rishis, is self-realization or truth realization, or probably Swamiji using his own life example, he is saying here, the aim of life is to see God. Because in his earlier days, he used to go about asking people, have you seen God? Have you seen God? Even though the ultimate idea was, have you realized the truth? He could not express it at that time. And he used to say, have you seen God? So, Swamiji uses that in one of his talks. Seeing God is the aim and goal of human life. Then from the Western examples, he said, we have to become the Son before we reach to the Father. Father and Son are the same. It comes like that, So the Son must be perfect before he becomes the God or Father. And this purification has to take place not necessarily in one birth. That is one, again, typical Indian thought. Here comes the idea of incarnation. The incarnation, Swamiji says, the doctrine of incarnation asserts the freedom of the soul. What is that? It's difficult to understand, isn't it? Freedom of the soul means I am the maker of my own destiny. I don't depend on an external force or a God or anything like that. I am the maker of my own destiny. It may take more time. It may not be possible. Sometimes we fail in examinations but repeat it and then sometimes we get even the rank by repeated trials and error and trials. So in the same way, the Jiva is given an opportunity to experiment with his efforts to realize God or truth. So he gets into many incarnations. And here what happens is, whatever you do, you are responsible for your action. So when I have a particular destiny, I need not say, God has given me this fate. It is God's will and pleasure to put me through this naraka, hell. Here we can say, if I can remake myself, then I can also undo the mistakes I have done. That is the freedom. Here the individual Jiva has the freedom to do or undo. You can, if you want, climb the evolutionary steps to godhood, or by your own neglect of your inner calls, you can fall down and go into a animal life, animal existence. And this is the beauty of it. That is why earlier also I mentioned, after the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Yadhechasi tatha kuru. I have imparted enough knowledge to you about yourself, about God, about the truth, our connections and everything. Now the final decision should come from you, yadhechasi tatha kuru. So that is the ultimate in freedom. Swamiji says, what we have done, we can undo. Now what is happening? Because of our unawareness of the totality of the truth, we are limiting ourselves into this individual, I am so and so, I am poor or rich, I have studied up to this, I have my family, my bondage, the work I have to do, the service I have to do. In that way, we are limiting ourselves by our karma. And this karma acts like a chain around our neck. We will talk about it later in the Karma Yoga more clearly. But, so what is happening? The unwanted experiences which I get, the sorrowful, the grievances which I have, they are all my own making. I don't have to find fault with somebody. It is foolish on my part to say that so and so is responsible. Now, for example, there is this infection, the corona infection. If I get it, if I don't get it, it is in my hand. I observe the rules and regulations of a clean life, then I need not get the infection. I stand on my own. I can say, you fool, why do you want to indulge in this making merry? Stand up, stand apart. You lead a clean, pure life. Destiny is in your hand, nothing can touch you. Later Swamiji says in one place, all the infections which we have around can enter into us only when we are weak. Now modern science says, when your the harmony within you, the enzymes, they are weak, then only the infections can reach you. I can build up my own resistance. So all this we are ready to do. In normal life you'll say, I will teach you, I will make you. But when it comes to ourselves, why we are dragging behind? So be careful. So try to move towards the infinite within you. Try to move away from the finite, the decaying, the dying aspects of you. So centralize our personality in the truth. Be centered in the truth. Get all the confidence. Look what India is going to do now. Self-reliance, Atma-nirbharata. This had been the call of our rishis from time immemorial. Self-reliance. Stand on your own foot. Uddhared atmanatmanam. Natmanam avasade. Atmaeva hyatmano bandhu. Atmaeva ripuratmana. What a wonderful call they have given. Uttishtada, jagrada, prapyavaran nibodhata. Swamiji says, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. So this again is part of India's living tradition. You are responsible for what you do. You can undo. If tomorrow, as if yesterday was my undoing, then tomorrow can be my doing. I can correct my mistakes and move forward. So that's sort of a freedom of action. That is what the Sanatana Dharma bestows on the individual.